You might not have known that the whole Trojan War was started because of a golden apple. I'm dressed up as one of the Hesperides for Classics trivia, the goddesses of the evening who guarded the tree where these golden apples were grown. So how did an apple start the entire Trojan War? Let's talk about it. Surprise, surprise, it starts with the god Zeus having an inappropriate love affair with an Oceanid, a water nymph called Thetis. She was a goddess, but they could never marry. So instead of him, Zeus ensured that Thetis would have a very impressive husband. She was swiftly married off to Peleus, the king of Phthia, the king of the Myrmidons. So Thetis being a water goddess and Peleus actually being a descendant of Zeus himself and a king, they had an incredibly lavish wedding. All the gods and goddesses were invited, all except one. Eris, the goddess of discord, was not invited to the wedding because she's the goddess of discord. She was pretty insulted by this. So she rocked up to the party anyway, didn't she? She didn't get angry though. What she did was she threw this apple into the wedding party, and it was addressed to the fairest. She knew that this would cause absolute chaos. All the goddesses were like, well, I'm the fairest. It came down to 3, Athena, Aphrodite, and Hera, all trying to figure out which of them was the fairest. Now, Zeus favored a young Trojan prince called Paris. He didn't know he was a prince at the time, he was just a shepherd. And Zeus ordered that he choose among the goddesses who was the fairest and who would get the golden apple. Hera promised Paris that if he chose her, he would become emperor of Europe and Asia. Athena promised that if he chose her, he would have all the wisdom in the world. Aphrodite promised that if he chose her, he would have a wife as beautiful as her. Now, Paris already had a wife, but that didn't matter. He chose Aphrodite, of course. It was later on that Paris found out he was a prince, went on a diplomatic mission to Sparta, and abducted Helen, the queen. This was a great excuse for the Greeks to wage war on Troy, all because of a little apple. Now, how Eris was able to steal an apple from the garden of the Hesperides, the tree guarded by the 3 women and the snake, who knows? Like and follow for more myths and makeup and props, apparently.